Hey bedheads, how's it going today? Karen from Ask the Spirit Guides. I'm saying hello to the bedheads because I'm still a bedhead today and I'm going to stay one all day. So I decided, what the heck? I don't feel like doing my hair today, so because I'm not planning on leaving the house. So, all right. Today we are going to do a pick a card, which means that if you're new here, I'm going to my spirit guides are going to tap into your spirit guides, and we're going to pick a card to work on helping the collective release the energy of scarcity. Okay, this is not my idea. I did listen to a YouTube video by Natalie Namaste. That's the name of her channel. And it was an angel message that she got of 5 things that her angels were communicating to her to communicate to us, of things that collectively we should be working on clearing right now. Okay, so one of them was scarcity. So that's what we're going to work on today. So you're going to get a message today on one thing you could do, and we'll see what happens. I don't know. We'll see what happens. All right. One thing we each could do to work on scarcity going forward. All right. So, hey, if the angels want us to work on something collectively, I'm all for it. So, and we can have fun with it along the way. Now, I did ask my guides for, I keep explaining this, but for folks who are new, I have a deck of so basically I created my own little deck with my oracle cards written on it. Okay. So I have 44 oracle decks. And then I shuffle them and I asked which one that they wanted me to use. And this is the one that dropped out, the Animal Elders Oracle, which is like one of my favorites, so it doesn't surprise me. Well, actually, this one dropped out first, Body Gratitude. And I'm like, really? So I had to ask the SGs. I asked, I'm using the dowsing rods, which one? And they said the Animal Elders. So that's what we're going to use. So let's see what the animal elders have to say to us today. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to have all of us take about 30 seconds, deep breath, okay? And maybe close your eyes, and you want to get a sense. You can ask silently ask yourself 1, 2, or 3 and see what comes to you. If you get an immediate 1, sometimes I have to do 1, 2, or 3 like over and over and see, and sometimes they kind of light up for me. It just depends on how you process that. Okay. So what you're just looking for is to pick one of the cards that are going to come next. And then that card is the message for you. Okay. So you could ask your guides, please give me the message that I'm meant to have today. You could also say that as you take a little deep breath. So, okay. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to do it too so I can get the message myself. So here we go. So take about 30 seconds. Okay. Okay, so you can do this one way or the other. You can either draw the cards first and then ask your guides what card would be best for you, or now that they know who picked what, that's what I'm going to say. Now that they know who picked what, now they can find the right message. So you can do it either way, I think. Sometimes I flip it. It just depends. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm going to say my little prayer. I close my aura to all but my higher self, the God consciousness, my guides and guardians, and ask Archangel Michael to please protect this channel so it's only of the light. Amen. Okay, so obviously my spirit guides know what we're doing here already because I just clarified for you, so they know that we're working on scarcity as a collective. So, gosh, cards are just popping left and right. Can you guys please give me card number 1? So anyone who's watching this now and in the future, card number 1. For anyone who picked that number, What message do you want them to have regarding clearing collective energy of scarcity? Clearing collective energy of scarcity, card number 1. Card number 1, message number for those who picked number 1. And I will double check. I got a couple here. I'm double checking with the SGs with the rods, so we'll find out for sure if that was the right message. So card number 1, please. Okay, I'm just gonna maybe pick this one first. Okay, card number 2. And oftentimes they'll tell me that, nope, that wasn't the one. Nope. Card number 2, please, for clearing the collective energy. Oh, okay, thank you. That one flopped down. So I'm guessing this one is probably more accurate than this one, but you never know. All right. And number 3, please. So for those who picked number 3, what message would be helpful for them for clearing? Okay, so let's see. Now, you may also, all 3 messages or 2 messages may resonate with you, and that's totally okay. If you didn't get a number, then look, just maybe the image will resonate with you, or maybe the words or the cards when I read the description. Okay, so I'm asking my SGs, so you guys, are these the cards you wanted us to have for 1, 2, and 3? Okay, so the answer is no. Do you want me to change number 1? Yes. Do you want me to change number 2? No. Number 3? No. Okay, so 2 and 3 are the messages you want people to have? Okay, so number 1. All right, so I'm changing this one. It was Elder Cardinal. Elder Cardinal, ignite your flame. So they didn't want that one. All right, so which card do you want for those who picked number 1? Which card do you want for those who picked number 1? That's funny. Cardinal one just popped out again. I don't know. It didn't really pop. I just saw kind of the wing. All right, so for those who picked number 1 for clearing energy, the collective energy of scarcity. What's something you want them to be thinking about for number 1? This number 1 card is, they want something very specific for you guys. I picked 2, so very specific. They're like, hey, it's not coming around. Okay. Let me see if it's one of these. 3 of them popped out. Let me see if it's just one of those. Sometimes they could probably group them and then... Okay, is it either one of the 3 cards in front of me now? It is. Okay, yes. So is it the one on number 13? No. Is it number 27? No. Is it number 1? Okay, so number 1. Okay. All right, let's do it. That's interesting. Number 1. That's interesting. I like it. Okay. All right, so let's do number 1. For those of you who picked number 1, I'm going to show you the image first, and then what the elder animal is, and then we'll read about it a little bit. Okay. So obviously it's a bat, elder bat. You pick up anything, any feelings from that? Again, clearing scarcity. Clearing scarcity, which means they want us to clear the feelings of lack. They want us to know that there is abundance. There is enough for everybody, basically. That's what they want us to clear. Elder Bat, trust your senses. Okay, so the message for you, number ones, is to trust your senses and how you relate to that in terms of clearing the collective energy of scarcity. It's really about clearing your own energy of scarcity. Okay. So, and by doing that, the work for yourself, you're helping the collective basically. All right. So that is number one. Let's see if you can make any sense out of this. All right. Trust your senses. Sometimes it's a fluttering, a sharp sensation, or an interaction that takes your breath away. Other times it's a dream, a vision, or a feeling of warmth in your heart. When Elder Bat flies into your life, you are asked to open your senses to the myriad ways, that Spirit, Creator, and your ancestors speak to you. Oh, okay. So is this, in terms of opening your senses, it's being, there's many ways that they're speaking to you. In the moment, you may feel that you are being critical or even judgmental when a sensation turns into a strong knowing. You may feel the urge to repress your instincts to be polite or pleasing to others. However, this is not a time to bypass what the spirit world and your powerful wisdom are telling you. This is a time to trust your senses and attune them to where you might need to take action. Wow. That's a very strong card for what's going on right now in the world. So just like the bat, listen closely for echoes to guide their way. You too are receiving powerful waves of feedback. Some may be warnings and others may be blessings. Whatever the message may be, know that it's not time for doubts or hesitation. Listen closely as Elder Bat offers you their gift of accuracy and heightened senses. Release all distraction and know that your energy field is finely tuned to detect both shadows and light. With Elder Bat at your side, your surroundings are constantly delivering messages. All you need to do is listen. So what I'm picking up, so I hope you picked up stuff before I start to put stuff in your mind. Okay. So hopefully you picked up your own messages. Okay. So if not, pause that for a minute, maybe replay that, what I just read. Okay. What I'm picking up in terms of scarcity, you got to remember what the question was, is that whoever picked this may be feeling like, well, other people get intuitive. I'm not sure. This is just my way of interpreting this. Other people get intuitive messages and I don't, or I'm not sure how to listen to my intuition. And what they're saying right now is you are being guided. So pay attention. It is not, there's no scarcity in terms of support from any of our guides. The guides are here. So that's interesting to me because scarcity, we think of, our basic necessities. That's kind of what I think of. Water, So this message is a very strong message that they want you to trust your senses, that we all have the sixth sense, basically. Okay? Let me know if that resonated with you that way and if that's actually true for you for getting number one. If it's not, then, you might have another message here. Okay? All right, kind of interesting. Number 2. So for those of us who picked 2, it's a moose. So it's a 28 card, and 2 plus 8 is 10, which reduces to 1, which is interesting because this is a 1. So moose. Get any feelings from that? Okay. Honor your lineage. Oh, okay. Okay. Let's see what that means. So there's 28. Elder Moose. Honor your lineage. Again, in the question of scarcity. Okay. This magnificent and agile animal moves into your cards, welcoming you to connect more deeply with your roots. Your blood and cellular memory are being activated, and the lineages that live deep within you are coming alive in your heart and body. What medicines, stories, language, or cultural connections have been broken? Did your ancestors have to assimilate or hide who they were to survive? Either way, Moose is here to help you reclaim what has been lost from your family lines. This elder is a proud and powerful symbol of your endurance and resilience, reminding you that your ancestors moved through so much and the medicine of their strength resides in you. So, scarcity, right? Interesting. Something's come to my mind. I'll keep reading and then I'll tell you after you have some time to think about it. This is a time of honoring, reconnection, and activating past and present healing. Elder Moose brings the ancient wisdom of those who came before them and asks you to say a prayer, build an altar, or set an intention with your ancestral guides. The old ones surround you closely as Elder Moose reminds you of the importance of where you came from, the medicine of your ancestral lands that formed you. Ancestors who held certain mastery and heightened abilities step forward, and you are flooded with that same vibration of their gifts. With Moose's towering bulk at your side, you are safe to unlock the secrets of the past so you can reclaim your brilliant future, and all of the ancestral spirits rejoice. So, when it comes to scarcity, what kind of message did you get from that? Partly for me is what I hear, especially white people in the US who don't have a clear lineage like we have, that we are not left out of that. Like, we have lineage, So for me, that's how I'm reading it. Now, you may read it completely different. And to be honoring that lineage. And frankly, to honor everybody else's lineage. That everybody has a lineage, and to be honoring those. Interesting. The elder is a proud and powerful symbol of your endurance and resilience, reminding you that your ancestors moved through so much and the medicine of their strength resides in you. So you do have that in you. So you do not have to feel that that you're lacking that. That's basically what scarcity is. You're lacking something. So you are not lacking that. All right, let me know if that was a good message for you. I'll always say it's a good message for me. Whatever message they give me, whether I can connect it right away or not, I'm like, that's the message I'm getting, and I'm going to pay attention to it. So that's just kind of how I perceive stuff, whether it resonates like immediately or not. Okay, here's number 3. So for those who picked number 3, and again, you can use all of them. Oh, look at you guys. Oh, you can't make this stuff up. You see the number? It's a 10, reduces to 1. 1, 1, 1. 1, 1, 1. Anyone know what 1, 1, 1 is? I'll have to look it up. Elder Frog, break generational cycles. Wow. Here we have, that's so interesting. Here we have remember your lineage, and here we have break generational cycles. That's fascinating. That's fascinating. Okay. But 1, 1, 1. 1, 1, 1. If I had my phone next to me, I would look up what that angel message is. I don't have it next to me. So yeah, if anybody wants to look up 111 and put it in the comments, that'd be amazing. And see how it connects to this reading. That'd be awesome. Okay, so that's 19. These are very strong cards for especially what's going on today in the world. So break generational cycles, a symbol of rebirth and renewal. This elder hops into your energy space, calling you from the land to the water. Water is our first medicine, And when frogs show up, it invites us back into the space of creation. When you swarm in your mother's waters, you were sensitive to the energies swirling around, imprinted with different thoughts, words, and environments. In those waters, you were also exposed to inherited energy threads that link you to generational pasts. Wow. Never thought about that in the mother's womb. When you were birthed out of your first waters, you brought these energies into your earth walk. And with each step, you have chosen what to carry with you and what to heal and what to release. Addressing generational wounds is a lifelong journey, and it is calling to you once again. What are you compelled to do a different way than your parents? What is something that happened to your ancestors that you can alchemize into medicine? And do you understand what that means? I think of it's like a medicine bag, is alchemize into healing, basically. So that's how I think that they use this. If somebody has a different interpretation, please share that. A generational wound is coming forward for you, and as you bring healing awareness to it, Elder Frog guides you through the waters of creation with care and safety. As you move through this renewal, there are waves of wisdom that flow forward, connecting you to the stories, healing, and resilience of your ancestors. Elder Frog swims beside you as a tadpole, sprouts legs, and hops beside you to encourage your metamorphosis. Metamorphose. You are reminded that with their help, each time you swim into the depths of your generational healing, you will emerge cleansed and renewed. Interesting. So what did you get from that in terms of clearing scarcity? So it's interesting because, like, if I would say, like, for people who were raised maybe first generation from people who went through the Depression, there might be some of that coming up. I don't know. Does that resonate with anyone who picked number 3? Did anybody in your ancestral line live through the Depression? Like, all of our ancestors did. So that's interesting to me. So I don't know, like, what are you picking up from that? That's the one thing in terms of scarcity that I could offer from that. What's really interesting is all 3 of these cards are quite big picture. These are both generational, and this is trusting your senses, which is kind of like where we've come from, trusting that you have sixth sense. Trusting you have ancestors that have sent things through you, so it's real big picture stuff here. There's no weeds going on here at all. And then we got the 111. Let me get my phone. I want to read what the 111 is. Okay, so let's see if there's anything in the 111 angel number meaning that resonates with you as well as part of this releasing collective scarcity, energy of scarcity. So now keep in mind that there's not many, but there's multiple interpretations of what angel numbers are. Okay, so I just had AI pull up, what they all kind of combined are saying. So in numerology, seeing the angel number 111 is generally interpreted as a sign of new beginnings, opportunity, positive manifestation, and alignment with your goals, signifying that you are on the right path to achieve your desires and should embrace the new possibilities coming your way. It often encourages you to focus on your thoughts and intentions as they are particularly potent at this time, which is amazing because what we're doing, and this is in my own book because I'm going to be writing my own intentions for clearing collective energy of scarcity. So when I pick number 2, I'm probably going to write all 3 of these messages in here though, because I think I can resonate a little bit with all of those. But it's basically saying the 111, if they're encouraging you, the angels are encouraging us to focus especially on our thoughts and intentions, as they are particularly potent at this time. Okay. I'm getting it more and more, is not staying in the weeds. Like, I got some feedback today when I was talking about Project 2025, and this is just an example of us not getting caught up in the weeds of things that are going on. Staying aware, but our focus stays more big picture. Okay, like how to take action about things, not why necessarily. We know we got to take action on stuff. I mean, it's just smack in our face, right? So we don't need to keep ourselves caught in the weeds, the distraction, especially right now. And so they're saying these are very powerful messages for right now. Definitely keep a focus on your thoughts and intentions, as they are particularly potent at this time. Okay. So yes, I will do my best I can as a facilitator of this space to keep us, at least the way I'm facilitating, big picture rather than too much of the weeds. So, okay. What did you think? Did any of this resonate with you? Are you open to helping the collective work on releasing our collective energy of scarcity? I think it would be amazing if everybody just did a little bit of focus on that. Like I said, I'm going to pull some more cards now and fill out a whole thing that I can work on in terms of releasing scarcity. So I probably will, if you're in the spirit circle, I'm doing clearings for those in the spirit circle. So I will do an energy clearing specifically on this intention, so that we can do the clearing also and clear the energy that way. So if you do Reiki or anything like that, you can do the Reiki on your own. This would be a great way to do that. So, all right, well, let me know what you think, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.